you ever feel like sewing is hard and you want to give up on sewing, trust me, it's not you, it's the tools. You need to invest in the right tools. If you invest in the right tools, it will save a lot of time, you will avoid mistakes and enjoy the sewing process. Keep watching to discover the must-have tools every beginner needs to have to keep the sewing easier and fun. Let me quickly introduce myself. If you have seen my face for the first time, you're welcome. My name is Mariam Folashade, and on this channel, I help beginners and aspiring fashion designers build their skills through practical tips, personal branding, and everything about fashion. If that sounds like what you're interested in, click the subscribe button and join the growing community. When I first started, I spent hours fixing mistakes that could have been avoided. But to avoid that for you, that's why we are making this video. I'll be breaking this into two: a pattern drafting tools and a sewing tool. So let's dive into it. First thing you will need is a pattern paper. You can either get the white pattern paper or the brown one, or you can get both, depends on what you are trying to achieve. So a pattern paper, a pencil. As a beginner, stick to using a pencil. Don't just jump into using a pen. If you use a pen, it might be difficult for you to erase whenever you make mistakes. So use a pencil and your journey will be easier. I remember when I first started, I wanted to feel like a YouTuber. So I love to use tempo or a marker, if that was what you call it. I love to use a marker. That way if I make mistake, I will have to take another paper. Then I use newspaper to draft. So that's just it. Stick to using a pencil and you thank me later. So the next thing is a tracing wheel. I wish I knew a tracing wheel exists sooner. It would have saved me a lot of stress and energy. This is used to transfer an existing pattern into a new pattern if you want to manipulate. So instead of drafting it all over again, you just trace whatever you have and into a new pattern and you use it. So this is very, very essential in pattern drafting. The next one is scissors. Scissors, a paper scissors and a fabric scissors. Keep it in mind that paper scissors are not to be used on fabric because this will affect the scissors for so many reasons. Don't use it to cut. Just use paper scissors to cut paper and other interfacing and all. And your fabric scissors should be for your fabric alone. I hope you get this. So the next one is a ruler. There are so many rulers that you can use, but this is my go-to. It has the straight and the curve. So instead of using so many rulers, other rulers too has their functions, but this is Pattern Master. It has a straight and a curve, so it's a must-have for every designer. So next one is a tape measure. This is a tape measure, and this is a tape measure as well. This is a touch tape measure. So both serve the same purpose. So you will need a tape. This is necessary because this will be used. This is necessary as well. Either you use this or your paper sellotape, paper tape. Either use this or your paper tape. So those are the basic things you need for pattern making. Now that you've learned the basic tools you need for pattern making, now let's learn the basic sewing tools. The first thing you will need for your sewing tools is definitely a sewing machine. As important as a sewing machine is, the accessories are important as well. They will also make your life easier. Make sure you get the set of foot that will make your sewing journey easier. This is a set of foot. If you have this, it will make your life easier. Trust me, it is full package. And if you can't get this yet, you can get the individual ones, such as the straight sewing foot, the gathers foot, the zipper foot, the roll hem foot. All these foots has their functionality, and if you have them individually, whenever you are sewing, it will make your sewing journey smoother and easier. Learn about fabric and the fabric that will be used for your project. It will save a lot of unnecessary stress. The next one we'll be talking about is sewing pins. Sewing pins are very essential as a beginner. You need a lot of sewing pins. Either you get this long one, or the short ones. I don't know if you can see it, or the short ones. It comes in a container like this. Don't underestimate the power of pin as a beginner. So these are very essential, and if you have this, you will need a pin holder and a pin magnet. You will need a pin magnet as well, because this, it will save you from losing your pin so quickly. So this will save you from losing your pin so quickly. See, the next one we'll be talking about is sewing clips. Trust me, if I'm to choose between using a sewing pin and a sewing clip, I would definitely go for a sewing clip. So it's not every time you can use a sewing clip, but whenever you want to join fabric together or you need clips, sewing clip is my go-to. They are my go-to. I really love them, and it's so easy to remove. So that's why I love to use sewing clips. Next one is the seam ripper. Nobody loves to use this, because whenever you're using a seam ripper, it's because you make mistakes, and in fashion designing, mistakes are inevitable. So if you want to get a seam ripper, you should buy this big one. This is so good and it's steady. I don't recommend the short ones. It's so small and I don't just like it. Maybe you might like it, but it's not handy to me. This is more handy and steady whenever you want to lose your seam. So I recommend these big ones. So that will be the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button. It means a lot to me. Share for other designers to see, and subscribe to this channel to join the growing community. My name is Folashade, and my main aim is to see you grow. Until next time, bye.